New videos every day.
I like that.
Do you like that one?
Yeah.
Cool.
You're not telling me that's on TV?
I'll do a video on HCG. I want to make sure that I don't say anything that can get me in trouble.
What you told me was really interesting.
All right, Joseph Strickland here, an applied clinical nutritionist in Austin, Texas. And today, I'm actually going to talk to you about the benefits of keeping track of what you're eating, better known as food journaling. Now, some people, when they're confronted with the idea of, oh my God, I've got to write down what I'm eating, it's like the last thing they want to do. Well, as a nutritionist in my practice, and as an individual seeking to improve my own food intake, I have found that almost nothing works better than keeping a food journal, because it puts your focus on what you're actually putting in. A good analogy to this is the race car driver. If they put in bad fuel to their car, doesn't have enough octane or whatever the technical specifications are for that, the car doesn't run well. Same thing is true with our bodies. If we don't put in good food, good nutrition, our bodies don't run like they should. You can apply that to increasing better health. You can apply that to whatever you want. But the simple fact of the matter is that if you put crap in, you get a crappy body. So food journaling is a particular way of looking at what is going in, and then it gives you a way to analyze what choices you've made and look at what could possibly be better. Or you can also look at what situations caused you to do what you did. A good analogy for this is, if you do the same thing over and over again and you expect a different result, according to some groups, that's the definition of insanity. So in journaling, if you actually write down what you're doing, you'll take it from something that you just do automatically and something that's given to you. Let's say you're just going to McDonald's here, Arby's there, this fast food restaurant, that fast food restaurant, and you're not really paying attention to what's going in. Well, when you write down your foods, you can then go online and look at, was this burger a good idea? Oh my God, that was as many calories as I'm supposed to have in a day. Well, this is information you can get from journaling. Another thing you can do, in addition to like a food journal and looking what you've done in the past, is you can actually do a food journal backwards, meaning write down what you're going to eat and plan out your meals. Do like a menu. And that's something that sometimes bodybuilders will do. There's a really good book out there called Body for Life. Bill Phillips started that, and great book for those wanting to get into like weight training and stuff like that. I wouldn't necessarily go for his eating recommendations. I would tend to go for something a little different. However, within that framework, he's got a great method of writing down what foods you're going to eat and then actually carrying through with your plan and then writing down what you did. So you can take it from a very simple perspective of just writing down what you're eating, and then looking at that and then making changes. Or you can actually go as far as planning out your meal and then executing it and then seeing how you did. And those are all strategies that you can use. Now, I have found in my practice, by having people write down what they're eating and then having me look at it, I can give them specific recommendations based on what they're doing. Almost anybody can get a packet of information and say, this is what you're supposed to eat. The problem is in actually applying or using that information. And that's really where a nutritionist comes in. A nutritionist is able to not attach to any emotion that you may have to food, look at what you're eating and say, hey, you know what? If you change this, this is going to be the result. That gives you a place to start, something to change, and something to do, and then you can, see what benefits you have from that. So I have found myself that by having somebody else look at my journal, it's helpful. And so, if you don't have a nutritionist in your area, or you don't have anybody that you feel you can trust to look at it, maybe your friend and yourself can learn a little bit about nutrition, get a good nutrition book, write down your foods, and then coach each other. And that's something that you can definitely do. So definitely, there's a lot of different ways of journaling. You can just take a piece of paper and write it down. You can buy something that's actually a food journal and write it down there. Some people will do an online thing where they can just copy it in online and stuff like that. It'll analyze it all for them. But for me, paper is the way to go because it's very portable. I can go to a restaurant, have it with me, write it down while I'm doing it. I don't have to worry about inputting it later. There might be some people that would do that on an iPhone, and that'd be fine. Little mobile application where you can, type in your food wherever you're going. But I think the key is writing it down as you're doing it, because that won't give you the excuse of, oh man, I don't want to have to remember all that stuff. You get home from a big day, especially if you've eaten bad, you don't feel like doing anything. You just sit there and veg out, watch TV or whatever. There's a lot of videos on this site that can help you with that. So definitely look up TV. It's an interesting thing. Regardless, journaling is good and definitely something you can use as a tool to help you eat better. If you find this information helpful, rate the video well, leave comments, go to my website, nutritionaustin.com, sign up for the newsletter, and watch all the videos here. I mean, this is a great resource. You can learn about Buddhism, you can learn about psychiatry, psychology, what makes people tick, nutrition, chiropractic, acupuncture. They've got an incredible resource here for you. So definitely watch the videos on this site. Some of the people that are presenting on here are getting called, they're going on Newsweek and stuff like that. So this is where it's happening. So spread the word, subscribe, the whole bit. This is a great resource for you. I love doing videos for this, and we'll have more for you in the future. Have a great day.